It's time for Medford Rogues Baseball as the Rogues take on the best of the West in the Great West League. Don't miss a minute of the action. Listen to every Medford Rogues game all season long, live on MedfordRogues.com. Now, it's time for Medford Rogues Baseball. Calling all the action tonight, here's Jonathan Kerman.
Hello there, Rogue Nation. Welcome to Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Game one of a 4-game series between your Medford Rogues and the second-place Lincoln Potters. Rogues come into this one 4 games ahead of Lincoln. The magic number for the Medford Rogues is 7. It's a combination of 7 Rogues wins and Lincoln Potters losses will result in the Rogues having home field advantage throughout the entire playoffs. On the mound tonight for your Medford Rogues, all-star starting pitcher Dylan Pierce. Pierce is 4-0 on the year, 2.84 ERA. This is his 9th start. Has 41 strikeouts in 44 and a third innings pitched. We're live from McBean Stadium in Lincoln, California. Appears to be 8-foot-high walls all the way across the ballpark, except for into straightaway dead center field, where it is about double that, a black batter's eye out there behind center field. 314 down the lines, 380 to the power alleys in left and right center field. Remember, Rogues fans, make sure you tune in to the entire game tonight, tomorrow morning, 9:35 a.m. That's the first game of our doubleheader, 7:05 p.m. tomorrow, and 6:05 p.m. on Sunday, for your chance to win free tickets to our final regular season home series against the Chico Heat, starting on Monday, July 31st. I'll be dropping code words, which you should message us on our Facebook page. You do that, and you'll be entered to win free tickets to any game that you choose, whether that's Monday, the 31st, Tuesday, August 1st, or Wednesday, August 2nd.
Starting in center field, number 13.
Starting lineup for your Medford Rogues is as follows. Leading things off, Clay Valenzuela Reese. Batting second, Jaden Hanna. Batting third, the DH, Eric Yang. Batting fourth, Alex Isola. Batting fifth, Johnny Dela Cruz. Batting sixth, in right field, Jake Helwig. Batting seventh, playing center field, Conor Lowery. Batting eighth at third base is Josh Berman. And rounding out the order in left field, Caleb Smith. The Rogues will be facing Potters starter Nolan Bogini. Bogini from El Dorado Hills, California, attends Willamette University in his free time.
On first base, number 26,
Nolan, a 6'2" right-hander, weighs in at 178 pounds.
behind the plate tonight, number 20, Mason Allen.
Bogini is 1-4 on the year, has a 8.91 ERA. This is his 9th start as well. Has 19 strikeouts, 56 hits allowed in 37 and a third innings pitched. We're going to step away for a quick commercial break. When we come back, first pitch, live from McBean Stadium in Lincoln, California. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts.
At People's Bank, we know that banking doesn't have to be complicated. Good banking happens when we put people first. Here at People's Bank, we're for the people with big dreams. We're here for families working on creating a better life for their children. We're for businesses investing locally to create a better community we're proud to call home. This is Ken Troutman, president of People's Bank. When we put people first, families grow stronger, businesses thrive, and our community flourishes. People's Bank, we put people first. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
over 60 years, Lippert's Carpet One has been dedicated to helping people find the best flooring solutions for their home or business. And for over 60 years, Lippert's has sponsored and donated to many organizations in our community, and we appreciate them. If you want to completely transform a room, Lippert's has many products available, and there are more choices than ever. Whether for your home or business, Lippert's has a professional staff dedicated to helping you find just what you're looking for. Lippert's wants to thank you for being your flooring source for over 60 years. Located in Medford on North Pacific Highway or Rogue River Highway in Grants Pass, or find them at lipperts.com. This Rogues broadcast is brought to you by Heroes. Heroes is the new place for gourmet subs, wraps, salads, and burgers. People are really talking about how Heroes is the best sandwich shop in town. Go give them a try. Eat like a hero. Hero Sandwiches.
We're back on the road with the Rogues. Take the Rogues with you by following along on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Hello there, Rogue Nation. Welcome to Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. I'm Jonathan Kerman on the call, live from McBean Stadium in Lincoln, California. Game one of a four-game series, 4 games in 3 days between the top 2 teams in the Great West League. Your Medford Rogues come into tonight 4 games ahead of Lincoln atop the Great West League. Nolan Bogini on the mound for the Potters. The defense behind Bogini. Catching him today, Mason Allen. At third base, Charles Middleton. At shortstop, Will Law. At second base, Jake Boyd. At first base, Braden DeBenedictis. In the outfield, Austin Swift in left, Zach Hoffman in center, and Zack Hall in right. Clay Valenzuela steps into the right-handed batter's box, and we're ready to get underway. Game one between your Medford Rogues and the Lincoln Potters, live on MedfordRogues.com. Valenzuela waits on the first pitch from Nolan Bogini. Time of first pitch, 7:10 p.m. Misses outside, ball 1. Valenzuela batting .380 on the year. The 1-0 called strike at the knees. Evens the count 1-1. Valenzuela holds the Rogues records for most consecutive games with a hit and the most hits in a season. The 1-1. Chopped foul. It's going to be a fair ball, actually, picked up by the catcher, Mason Allen. Throws over to first in time to get Valenzuela. Ball looked like it might have hit Valenzuela on the foot or something like that, but the home plate umpire ruled it a live ball. It's the first out of the inning, first out of the game. And that will bring up the second baseman, Jaden Hanna. Hanna batting .298 on the year. Lefty bat, Big Jaden, as he's called, stands in at a tall 5'6". First pitch from Bogini, swung on and missed. Jaden Hanna waits on the 0-1. That one fouled back off the third base side and out of play. Hannah quickly in a hole, 0-2. Just getting underway. Top of the first inning, no score, 1 out, nobody on. Live from McBean Stadium. The 0-2. Called strike 3 on the outer edge. So 2 down in the top of the first, and that will bring up the designated hitter, Eric Yang. Yang, the Great West League Player of the Week, continues his hot hitting. Has extra bases in 7 consecutive games. Here's the first pitch to the right-handed hitting Yang. Misses low and away. Ball 1. The 1-0 misses outside. The 2-0. Called strike at the knees. 2 balls and 1 strike to Eric Yang.
Eric Yang is the hitter. Yang from West Hills, California, stands at 5'11", 185. A freshman at UC Santa Barbara.
Here's the 2-1. That one misses outside. Eric Yang now in a hitter's count. 3 balls and 1 strike. 2 out. Nobody on here in the top of the first. No score. McBean Stadium. Turf infield. The outfield is grass. The 3-1 misses low for ball 4. The Yang has earned himself a 2-out walk for the RBI leader of the Great West League, Alex Isola. Isola hitting .351 on the year. Man playing in front of his hometown from Lincoln, California. First pitch in there for a strike. Isola waits on the 0-1 with Yang at first. Curveball catches the outer edge for a strike. Isola behind 0-2. Isola with 13 doubles, 6 home runs, 52 RBIs, 24 walks, 38 runs scored, and just 18 strikeouts in 42 games. Here's the 0-2. Chopped foul into the Rogues dugout. Rogues dugout on the third base side, the Potters dugout off the first base side. Breeze blowing out towards left center field. Warm one today. Phone tells me it's 102 degrees here this evening. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, runner on first. That's Eric Yang. Here's the 0-2. Misses outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Alex Isola. Isola was named the top position prospect in the All-Star game by MLB scouts just this past Monday. That one swung on and missed. Isola on top of that off-speed pitch. Rogues strand 1 in the first. We head to the bottom of the inning, no score. Dylan Pierce will take the mound for your Rogues when we come back. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Rogues Baseball is brought to you by Claudio Alvarez Construction and Restoration. Founded over 2 decades ago, Claudio Alvarez Construction and Restoration are there when you need them most. Whether it's fire, storm, or water damage, the Alvarez Restoration team is ready and willing to bring your home back to how it used to be. They like to say, when bad stuff happens, we make good stuff happen. Find them at alvarezrestoration.com or by calling 541-727-7340.
Catch the Rogues all season long, right here on MedfordRogues.com.
Presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Bottom of the first inning, no score here at McBean Stadium. Dylan Pierce on the mound for your Medford Rogues. The All-Star having another terrific season, 4-0 on the year, 2.84 ERA, 41 strikeouts in 44 and a third innings pitched. Defensive alignment for the Rogues behind Dylan Pierce. Alex Isola behind the plate, catching Dylan Pierce. At third base, Josh Berman. At short, Clay Valenzuela Reese. At second base, Jaden Hanna. And at first base, Johnny Dela Cruz. The outfield, in left, Caleb Smith. In center, Conor Lowery. And in right, Jake Helwig. Batting lineup for the Lincoln Potters, leading things off is Zach Hoffman. Batting second, Jake Boyd. Batting third, Zack Hall. Batting fourth, Will Lobb. Batting fifth, Charles Middleton. Batting sixth, Austin Swift. Batting seventh, Braden DeBenedictis. Batting eighth, Chris Loeb. And batting ninth, Mason Allen. So Zach Hoffman, the center fielder, steps into the left-handed batter's box, and we're ready to get underway. Bottom of the first inning. No score here at McBean Stadium. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com. First pitch, in there for a strike. So remember, fans, this is game one of a 4-game series. The Rogues will take the field against the Lincoln Potters tomorrow morning at 9:35 a.m. The 0-1 swung on and missed, strike two. It will be a doubleheader tomorrow starting at 9:35 a.m. Game 2 of the doubleheader will be tomorrow night, same time, 7:05 p.m. No balls, 2 strikes, the count to Zach Hoffman. Nobody on, nobody out in the bottom of the first. Dylan Pierce steps off the mound, now comes back set. And Pierce is going to go out and have a conversation with Alex Isola, going to chat about their signs. Beautiful evening here at McBean Stadium, not a cloud in the sky. Sun setting behind the first base bleachers, causing some shadows along the first base foul line. We'll see if that comes into play a little later. Pierce, the 0-2. That one hit up the middle, and it's going to be over the head of Conor Lowery. Lowery did not see that ball well. It rolls all the way to the wall. Zach Hoffman, he's going to third. Throw is not going to be in time. Zach Hoffman leads the game off with a triple for the Potters. Lowery initially started in, then realized that ball was hit a lot harder than he thought. Sailed over his head and rolled all the way to the wall out there in left center field. So the leadoff triple will bring up Jake Boyd. Boyd, the second baseman for the Potters, right-handed batter, steps in. Next one, that one in there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to Jake Boyd. So no balls and 1 strike, runner on third. Pierce comes home. That one fouled back off the first base side and out of play. So Zach Hoffman hit a triple on an 0-2 count. Jake Boyd in an 0-2 count as well. Dylan Pierce going to try and put him away. Nobody out, runner at third for the Potters. The 0-2, curveball misses outside. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Magic number for the Rogues is 7. Combination of 7 Rogues wins and Lincoln Potters losses. The 1-2 fouled off the third base side. We'll do this again. Terrific crowd on hand for this Friday night game. Symmetrical ballpark, McBean Stadium. 314 down the line, 380s in the power alleys in left and right center field. Here's the 1-2 to Jake Boyd. Off speed, misses outside. Evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner on third for the Potters, that's Zach Hoffman. Nobody out in the bottom of the first inning. Dylan Pierce comes set. Comes home. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Breaking ball got Jake Boyd for the first out of the inning. And that will bring up the 3-hitter, Zack Hall.
And that brings up to batter right fielder number 7, Zack Hall.
Zack Hall batting .339 on the year for the Potters. Zack from Granite Bay, California, attends University of Colorado in his free time. The first pitch, fastball in there for a strike to the left-handed hitting right fielder for the Potters. Here's the 0-1. That one chopped up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. So Zack Hall delivers the RBI, sends home Zach Hoffman for the first run of the game. The Potters on top, 1-0.
And that brings up to bat our shortstop tonight, number 25, Will Law.
So runner on first, 1 across for the Potters. Rogues trail 1-0. 1 out for the shortstop, Will Law. First pitch, it's a chopper. That's going to be a fair ball at the plate. They go to second for 1, over to first in time for the double play. The very same ball that Clay Valenzuela Reese hit back in the top of the first, a swinging bunt, if you will. This time Isola on the flip end picks it up over to Valenzuela Reese covering the bag at second, over to Dela Cruz in time for the double play. So the Potters get 1 across in the bottom of the first. We head to the second. 1-0 the score. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. This Rogues broadcast is brought to you by Morton's Family Dining and Bar. Morton's offers something for everyone. Morton's has a full sports bar, a separate family dining side of the restaurant, and even delivery. Check out their website, mortons.com. That's Morton's with 2 R's. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. First pitch to Johnny De La Cruz is inside for ball 1. Johnny De La Cruz, Jake Helwig, and Conor Lowery for the Rogues in the top of the first. They trail 1-0. That one catches the inner half, evens the count 1-1. The 1-1, that one hit well to left center field. Going back are the outfielders. It is gone! Johnny De La Cruz hits a home run over the left field wall to tie this ball game at 1. The 1-1 pitch sent over the wall by the man from Houston, Texas. We have a tie ball game here in the top of the second inning.
And that brings up to bat right fielder, number 27, Jake Helwig.
Jake Helwig, the left-handed hitting right fielder, takes the ball inside. So the Rogues quickly answer after the Potters got one in the bottom of the first. The 1-0 to Helwig. Curveball in their first strike. Evens the count 1-1. Big swing and a miss by Jake Helwig. He's behind in the count 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count to Jake Helwig. Nobody on, nobody out in the top of the second. That one misses high. Evens the count 2-2. The pitch home. That one hit well to right center field, but playable. Coming on is Zack Hall. He will make the grab in right center field for the first out of the inning. So with 1 down, that will bring up Conor Lowery.
And that brings up the batter, go batter of the evening, number 10, Conor Lowery.
Conor Lowery, the center fielder for the Rogues, waits on the first pitch from Nolan Bogini. Bogini winds, deals, fastball, catches the outer half of the plate for a strike. Lowery waits on the 0-1. That one misses inside. Nice take by Conor Lowery. Conor Lowery from Refugio, Texas, chops that one foul off the third base side and out of play. We're all tied at 1 here in the top of the second, thanks to the solo shot by Johnny Dela Cruz to lead off this inning. 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count to Conor Lowery. The pitch home. Misses low, evens the count 2-2. Lowry waits on the 2-2. Here it is. That a flare into right field for a base hit. Conor Lowery going opposite field, just keeps his bat on the ball as he swings through the zone. It's a 1-out single for Conor Lowery. And that will bring up the third baseman, Josh Berman.
And that brings up to bat third baseman number 7, Josh Berman.
Berman, a Medford, Oregon native, like Dylan Pierce on the mound for the Rogues. Berman attends Clark Community College in his free time. Right-handed batter steps in at 5'11". Runner on first. The first pitch to Berman. Misses high, ball 1. Berman, 27 hits, 7 doubles, a triple, 4 home runs, 21 RBIs, 12 walks, and 20 runs in 36 innings. 36 games, rather. The 1-0 swung at, fouled. Evens the count 1-1. Conor Lowery over there at first base. 1-1 the score, thanks to a solo shot by Johnny Dela Cruz over the left field wall. The 1-1 to Josh Berman with a runner on first. Off speed, drops in there for a strike. Berman now behind, watches the inside corner for a strike. That one hit softly to the pitcher. Bogini is there, the underhand flip in time for the final out of the inning. The Rogues get 3 on 2 home runs, one by Johnny Dela Cruz, the other by Josh Berman. Correction, only 2 outs in the inning. Jumped the gun a little bit there. But you know what? My point stands. There have been 2 home runs in this inning. That will turn the lineup over for Clay Valenzuela Reese. Off speed, drops in there for a strike to Valenzuela Reese. Valenzuela Reese hit a swinging bunt to lead off the game back in the first inning. Here's the 0-1. That one hit well to right center field. Going back are the outfielders, but playable. Zach Hoffman makes the grab for the final out of the inning. 3-1 the score. We head to the bottom of the second. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. This Rogues broadcast is brought to you by Mary's Barbecue. Tender, juicy, slow-smoked meat, homemade sides, and friendly service. And it's easy for anyone in Southern Oregon to get to. Mary's Barbecue Place at 841 East Pine Street in Central Point. Follow along on Facebook or their website, marysbbqplace.com. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. We are in the bottom of the second inning. Rogues on top 3-1, thanks to a solo home run by Johnny Dela Cruz and a 2-run home run by Josh Berman, scoring Conor Lowery. Dylan Pierce back on the mound for the Rogues. Gave up a leadoff triple to Zack Hoffman. That would be the only run across so far, the offense picking up Pierce.
And tonight's mascot race again presented by the Art League of Lincoln.
Lower half of the order for the Potters in the bottom of the second inning. Charles Middleton, Austin Swift, and Braden DeBenedictis will come up to bat. First pitch swung on and missed. Strike one. Stands continuing to be filled with Potters fans. The next one misses in, ball one. Evens the count 1-1. Included in the stands, myself. I'm out here in the elements. The next one misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike to Charles Middleton. Fortunate enough to have the sun set behind me, so not in the sun. The 2-1 hit up the middle, bounces off the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
And that hit brings up to bat our left fielder, number 11, Austin Swift.
So that will bring up Austin Swift. Swift won the Home Run Derby in the 2017 Great West League All-Star Game back on Monday, July 24th. Dylan Pierce looks over at first base. Now comes home. In there for a strike. Throw over to first, not in time. Johnny De La Cruz holding on Charles Middleton. Shadows beginning to creep into the field of play. The shadow cast by the first base bleacher now extends all the way out to the pitcher's mound. That one chopped to the third baseman. Berman is there. They throw over to second in time for one. The throw over to first is not going to be in time. So the Rogues get the lead runner, but Austin Swift legs it out. It's the first out of the inning. And that will bring up Braden DeBenedictis. Dylan Pierce looks in, gets the sign from Isola, looks over at first, now comes home. That one misses outside, ball one. One out, one on here in the bottom of the second. Rogues lead 3-1. Here is the 1-0. Curveball, that one hit well to left field. Going back is Caleb Smith. He's at the wall, and it's gone. Caleb Smith made an excellent attempt at that ball. He climbed up onto the wall, but it was hit just out of his reach. It's a 2-run home run for Braden DeBenedictis, and we have a tied ball game here in the bottom of the second inning. So the ball is flying early here at McBean Stadium. 3-3 the score here in the bottom of the second inning.
Our DH tonight, number 12, Chris Lowe.
So with one out, Chris Loeb, the DH, steps up to the plate. First pitch swung on and missed by the left-handed hitting DH. 0-1 the count. Chris Loeb from Roseville, California, attends Sierra College. The 6'3 left-handed batter takes a pitch at the knees for a strike. Pierce ahead, 0-2. Pierce winds, deals. The 0-2 skips in the dirt. One ball and two strikes the count to Chris Loeb. Pierce winds and deals the 1-2. Foul tipped. Got a piece of Alex Isola. We are all tied at 3 here in the bottom of the second inning. A leadoff triple for the Potters scored the first run of the game back in the first. A 2-run home run here in the bottom of the second has the 3 runs for the Potters. Rogues got all 3 of their runs in the top of the second thanks to a solo shot by Johnny Dela Cruz and a 2-run home run by Josh Berman. That one chopped foul. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes to Chris Loeb. Waiting on deck, the 9-hitter Mason Allen. Here is the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Second strikeout of the day for Dylan Pierce. It's the second out of the second inning. And that will bring up the catcher, Mason Allen.
And that brings up to bat our catcher this evening, number 20,
Mason Allen from Sacramento, California, attends Folsom Lake College in his free time. Allen batting .282 on the year. 20 hits, 5 doubles, 2 home runs, 13 RBIs, 23 strikeouts in 27 games. First one misses just outside. 1-0 the count to Mason Allen. The right-handed hitting catcher waits on the 1-0 from Dylan Pierce. He comes home. That one popped high in the air and fouled back into the stands. So that evens the count 1-1. 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the second inning. All tied at 3. Pierce winds and deals the 1-1. Fouled back into the net. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Mason Allen. Rogue Nation, check the links in our description in the comment box under the live stream video. You can have links to 3 different jersey auctions that we're doing online. 3 of our best theme nights. We still have some jerseys that we want to give away. That one low evens the count 2 and 2. We'll be displaying those theme jerseys on our live stream throughout this entire 4-game series. Military Night, Christmas in July, and Bacon Night, all still available. Check the box in the description below for the links to those auctions. The 2-2 poked foul and into the parking lot. Sounds like that may have hit someone's car. It's unfortunate, but that's the reality of baseball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on in the bottom of the second, all tied at 3. Pierce gets the sign. He deals. Called strike 3 at the knees. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. The Potters do get 2 on the 2-run home run by Braden DeBenedictis. We're all tied at 3. We head to the 3rd. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Rogue Regency Inn and Suites is the official host hotel of the Medford Rogues. Whether you're in Southern Oregon for a quick stay or a longer visit, Rogue Regency has a warm, casually elegant atmosphere with plenty to offer, including Chadwick's, the official sports bar of the Medford Rogues. Make sure you head to the post-game party headquarters, Chadwick's Pub and Sports Bar, and the Rogue Regency Inn and Suites.
We're back on the road with the Rogues.
Presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. We're in the top of the 3rd inning, all tied at 3. The Potters got 1 in the first, thanks to a leadoff triple by Zach Hoffman, brought home on the RBI single by Zack Hall. Rogues answered with 3 in the top of the 2nd, a solo shot by Johnny Dela Cruz, and then a 2-run home run by Josh Berman, scoring Conor Lowery. The Potters would get 2 back in the bottom of the inning thanks to a 2-run home run by Braden DeBenedictis. So that will bring up Jaden Hanna. He will lead things off. 2, 3, 4 hitters for the Rogues. Here in the top of the 3rd, Bogini comes home. First pitch swinging, it's by the shortstop, Will Law, for a base hit. Leadoff single for Jaden Hanna will bring up Eric Yang.
Bringing you on as the new head coach, and what that's meant for you, of course, relatively, you've been around the area for a while, Placerville, and it's kind of all meshes together, right? So, exciting opportunity for you, and what do you expect for the upcoming season?
Yang, the right-handed batter, waits on the first pitch from Bogini. He hits that one a mile down the right field line. If that ball's fair, it's gone. It is just foul. Ball slicing foul the entire way. Yang trying to will that ball back fair, but just got ahead of that one. It's a loud first strike for Eric Yang. Bogini looks in, gets the sign from Mason Allen. Jaden Hanna on first. Here's the 0-1. Curveball drops in there for a strike. Yang behind the count, 0-2. Bogini comes set. Hanna being held on by Braden DeBenedictis. That one swung on and missed for strike 3. So that's the first out of the third inning, and that will bring up Alex Isola. Isola 0 for 1 today. Leads the team in home runs with 6, although Josh Berman closing in behind. He hit his 5th one last inning. Apologies to those of you listening at home if there's a break in the action. We're doing the best we can. That one misses inside, ball 1. Just to give a score recap, the Potters tripled to lead off the bottom of the first. He would eventually come home. That was Zach Hoffman who tripled. Rogues got 3 in the top of the second thanks to a leadoff home run by Johnny Dela Cruz, and then a 2-run home run by Josh Berman, scoring Conor Lowery. First pitch to Alex Isola is in, ball 1. 1-0 the count, 1 out, runner on first in the top of the third. Fastball misses away. 2 balls and no strikes to Alex Isola. So the Rogues got their 3 in the top of the second. In the bottom of the second, Braden DeBenedictis hit a 2-run home run to tie the ballgame. Next one misses in. So Isola ahead 3-0.
What do you envision Jessup's biggest strength? Because I'm sure you guys are deep in the recruiting process and probably getting your guys pretty much ironed out here. What do you think the biggest?
Here's the 3-0 pitch. Isola takes all the way. It's a curveball that drops in there for a strike. That one hit sharply to the shortstop, Will Law. He picks it up over to second for 1. Over to first is going to be in time to get Isola. So Alex Isola grounds out into the inning-ending double play. We head to the bottom of the third, all tied at 3. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Located just 5 minutes from the I-5 and Grants Pass, Hellgate Jet Boat Excursions is the only place you need to go for the ultimate Rogue River experience. Jet through historic Hellgate Canyon, lounge at the exclusive OK Corral, and feast on all-you-can-eat homemade barbecue. Visit www.hellgate.com to book your Rogue River experience today. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. First pitch from Dylan Pierce catches the outer half of the plate for a strike to the leadoff man, Zach Hoffman. Hoffman hit an 0-2 pitch over Conor Lowery's head in center field for a leadoff triple. He would eventually come around to score. The 0-1 hit softly up the right side of the infield, speared by Dela Cruz. The throw over to first is going to be in time, covered by Dylan Pierce. What a terrific play by Johnny Dela Cruz and Dylan Pierce. Dela Cruz ranging over to his right was basically in front of Jaden Hanna in that hole between first and second base. Dylan Pierce covering the bag at first to get Zach Hoffman.
Next up for your Potters, second baseman, number 6, Jake Boyd.
So that will bring up Jake Boyd. Jake Boyd struck out back in the first inning. Shows bunt, pulls back. It's a called strike. Another first pitch strike by Dylan Pierce. Here's the 0-1 from Pierce. That one misses outside. Evens the count, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out in the bottom of the third, all tied at 3. The pitch home, misses low. The count now 2-1 to Jake Boyd. Rogues fans, if you like what you see on the live stream, click one of the links in the description box under the video. It'll take you to the eBay page where you can bid on these jerseys. We still have a few left. That one misses outside. Count now 3-1 to the second baseman, Jake Boyd. Medford Rogues in their away grays, the Potters in their home whites. The field now completely engulfed in shadow except for a few pockets out there in right and left center field. That one misses low for ball 4. So a 1-out walk will bring out Zack Hall. Zack Hall from Granite Bay, California, attends University of Colorado in his free time. He's batting .339 for the Potters this season. 65 hits, 10 doubles, a triple, 5 home runs, 36 RBI, 46 runs scored in 46 games. Dylan Pierce checks Jake Boyd at first. Boyd takes off, the pitch is inside, and the throw not going to be made by Isola. He dropped the ball on the transfer. So a stolen base by Jake Boyd. And the Potters have the lead run in scoring position with 1 out in the bottom of the third. Runner on second, 1-0 the count to Zack Hall. The pitch home. Fastball just misses the outer corner. And Isola will go out to have a conversation with Dylan Pierce. We've had 4 home runs. Check that, 3 home runs in this ball game so far. So the code word for your chance to win 2 free tickets to any one of the remaining 3 home games on Monday, July 31st, Tuesday, August 1st, or Wednesday, August 2nd is going to be home run. The 2-0 misses outside for ball 3. So again, message us on Facebook, home run. You can do that either as 1 word or as 2 words. You can hyphenate it. Message us home run for your chance to win a pair of tickets to your choice of any of the final remaining home games this season. That one in there for a strike. Zack Hall taking all the way. 3 balls and 1 strike the count to the right fielder. Jake Boyd at second base. 1 out in the bottom of the third, all tied at 3. Pierce steps off the rubber, wipes his brow. Despite the sun being in shade, it is still very, very warm. Here's the 3-1. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. So the count now full. Dylan Pierce fighting back from a 3-0 count. Zack Hall, the left-handed hitting right fielder, waits on the 3-2 from Dylan Pierce. Pierce looks back at second. Now comes home. That one popped up in the air and foul off the third base side and out of play. And boy, I see fans do this often. If a pop foul ball comes into the stands, they'll duck, they'll close their eyes and put their hands on their head. I would think you'd be much safer looking at that ball and seeing if it's coming right at you. I haven't had much experience, though. I've attended many baseball games in my time, dozens, maybe not hundreds just yet, but I still have plenty of time, only 22 years old. I have never caught a live ball, whether that be a foul ball that comes into the stands or a home run. Pickoff throw at second, a close one, but not in time, says the field ump. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the count to Zack Hall. 1 out, runner on second here in the bottom of the third, all tied at 3. Zack Hall, the left-handed batter, waits on the 3-2. Dylan Pierce gets a sign that he likes from Alex Isola. He comes set. Here's the 3-2. Fastball misses low and in for ball 4. So two walks, given up by Dylan Pierce here in the bottom of the third. And that will bring up Will Law. Law grounded out into that funky 2-6-3 double play. It hit a swinging bunt. Isola picked it up, threw over to Valenzuela Reese, who covered the bag at second, threw over to Dela Cruz in time for the double play. Rogues could use one here with two on and one out. First pitch to Will Law misses high, ball 1. Shade quickly crawling up over into the grass outfield. Now just a few patches of sunlight. That ball skips away from Isola, and the runners will take a free base. It's a wild pitch by Dylan Pierce. Will move Jake Boyd over to third and Zack Hall over to second. So that erases the double play possibility. 2 balls and no strikes the count to Will Law. Law, the left-handed hitting shortstop, waits on the pitch from Pierce. Here it is. Swung on and missed, strike 1. One run in the first, 2 run in the second for the Potters. Rogues getting all 3 of their runs in the top of the second. Thanks to a couple of home runs, a solo shot by Johnny Dela Cruz and a 2-run home run by Josh Berman. The 2-1, fastball catches the outer corner. Dylan Pierce painting black on that one. Evens the count 2-2. Pierce looks in, gets the sign from Isola. Here's the 2-2. Curveball flared into right center field. Helwig doesn't see it. He's coming on. He will make the grab in shallow right field. The throw home is going to be just wide, but they now have Zack Hall caught in a pickle. Throw to third. Josh Berman has it. Throw to second. Valenzuela Reese is going to tag Zack Hall on the rear end for the final out of the inning. However, the run comes home on the RBI sac fly by Will Law. Jake Boyd scores. The score now 4-3, Potters on top. We head to the top of the 4th. That's your score. Rogues coming up. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. For over 60 years, Lippert's Carpet One has been dedicated to helping people find the best flooring solutions for their home or business. And for over 60 years, Lippert's has sponsored and donated to many organizations in our community, and we appreciate them. If you want to completely transform a room, Lippert's has many products available, and there are more choices than ever. Whether for your home or business, Lippert's has a professional staff dedicated to helping you find just what you're looking for. Lippert's wants to thank you for being your flooring source for over 60 years. Located in Medford on North Pacific Highway or Rogue River Highway in Grants Pass, or find them at lipperts.com. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. We are in the top of the 4th inning. Rogues trail 4-3. Leading things off for the Rogues in the 4th, Johnny Dela Cruz. First time up, hit a solo shot over the left center field wall. First pitch, curveball drops in for a strike. 0-1 to Johnny Dela Cruz. The 0-1 misses outside, evens the count 1-1 to Johnny Dela Cruz. Bogini winds. The 1-1 hit softly to the shortstop. Will Law is there. The throw to Braden DeBenedictis in time to beat Dela Cruz by half a step. That's the first out of the inning.
So, as the associate athletic director over there, Jessup, what's your name?
With one down and nobody on, Jake Helwig will step up to the plate. Helwig from Daytona Beach, Florida, plays for Bethune-Cookman in his free time. 6'2" left-handed batter. He's batting .309 on the year. 55 hits, 6 doubles, 2 triples, a home run. First one misses outside to Helwig. 27 RBI, 25 walks, 40 runs scored in 47 games for the Rogues. Here's the 1-0. That one hit sharply to the second baseman, but Jake Boyd is there. The flip over to first in time. 2 down in the top of the 4th. So with 2 down and nobody on, that will bring up Conor Lowery. Lowry singled back in the second inning and was brought home on the 2-run home run by Josh Berman.
And now batting number 10 to go better tonight.
Well, I talked to the guy that count out the bag, but
First pitch to Conor Lowery in their first strike. 0-1 to Conor Lowery from Refugio, Texas. That one swung on and missed, strike 2. As recently as a few days ago, Conor Lowery accepted an offer of admission to Campbellsville University, so he will join Clay Valenzuela, Reese, Malik Evans, and DJ Wilson over there in the fall. Curveball misses outside. 1-2 the count to Conor Lowery. 2 outs, nobody on in the top of the 4th inning. The pitch home. Misses in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Conor Lowery. Josh Berman waits on deck. The 2-2. Fastball misses low and away. Runs the count full 3-2 to Conor Lowery. Lowry batting .266 on the year for the Rogues. Thank you all so much for joining us here on the live stream. The 3-2 hit through a caught dive by the shortstop. The throw to first not going to be in time. It's still an infield single for Johnny Dela Cruz, for Conor Lowery. Will Law, the shortstop for the Potters, made an excellent play. I didn't think he would get there, but he did. Made the grab on the dive, but the throw to first not in time. Lowry hustling down the line for an infield single. And that will bring up Josh Berman. Back in the second inning, Conor Lowery singled with nobody on. And Berman hit a 2-run shot over the left field wall. Berman second on the team in home runs with 5. Waits on the first pitch from Nolan Bogini. That one hit through the hole, up through the left side of the infield. Back-to-back singles for the Rogues. And that will bring up Caleb Smith. Mason Allen, the catcher and the pitching coach for the Potters, going to go out and have a conversation with their pitcher, Nolan Bogini. Rogues fans, if you like what you see on the live stream, if you like the jerseys your players are wearing, check the description box under the video. We have links to the different jersey auctions available on eBay. They can be shipped anywhere in the world. You can bet on them at any time. They'll be up for auction for the next 9 days. Runners on first and second for Caleb Smith. He's 0 for 1 today. Smith's bat has come alive recently. He's brought his average up to 286. Letter high fastball called a strike. 0-1 the count. Bogini comes set. Conor Lowery at second. Josh Berman at first. 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Curveball hit through the hole in left field. Hogan's going to wave Lowry home. The play at the plate is going to be not in time. Conor Lowery dives in safely on a headfirst slide. Caleb Smith delivers the game-tying RBI single. We're all knotted up at 4 here in the 4th. Rogues working some magic with 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Josh Berman over there at second. That turns the lineup over for Clay Valenzuela Reese. Fastball catches the outer edge for a strike.
I know they don't have an end zone here. No, I don't believe so. And those aren't sidelines in there. Okay, so I'm a little bit off, but I think I'm catching on.
Next one misses low and away. The pickoff throw to second base is not in time. Berman backs safely. Risky play by the catcher, Mason Allen. If the second baseman, Jake Boyd, doesn't handle that ball, it's into center field, and the Rogues can take a free base. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count to Clay Valenzuela Reese. 2 out, 2 on in the top of the 4th, all tied at 4. Here's the pitch home. Misses low, ball 2. That one hit to the shortstop. The Benedictus is there. The underhand throw going to be in time. Caleb Smith had a funky slide into second base. He's running off the field. Looks like he's okay. Valenzuela Reese grounds out into the fielder's choice to end the 4th, but Caleb Smith delivers Conor Lowery home. We're tied at 4. We head to the bottom of the 4th. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball on MedfordRogues.com. Presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Fans, I can't tell you how many times we've had to replace a window at Harry and David Field because of a stray fly ball. When we need our windows fixed or replaced, the only team we trust are the folks at Bill's Glass. With locations in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass, Bill's Glass is the fastest and most affordable glass service in Southern Oregon. When you hear that crash, think Bill's Glass. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Charles Middleton, the third baseman for the Potters, is ahead 2-0. Dylan Pierce back on the mound. We're in the bottom of the 4th, all tied at 4. That one hit a mile in the air, but playable. Caleb Smith, the left fielder, is charging hard. He's under it. He makes the grab for the first out of the inning. We're all tied in the 4th inning thanks to an RBI single by Caleb Smith. Conor Lowery hit a 2-out single. Berman followed with a 2-out single. And then Caleb Smith delivered what is now the tying run. We're knotted up at 4 here in the 4th. Austin Swift reached on a fielder's choice and was sent home on that home run by the Benedictus. Hits a flare to right field that's going to fall into right field. Helwig with the strong throw holds Swift to a single. So with 1 out and 1 on, Braden DeBenedictis, who hit a 2-run home run back in the top of the second inning, rather the bottom of the second inning, steps into the batter's box. Swift won the home run derby. The throw over to first, not in time. A good tag applied by Dela Cruz, but Austin Swift back safely with the head first slide. Next one misses low and away. 1 ball and no strike to Braden DeBenedictis. DeBenedictis hitting .309 on the year. Sun has set on McBean, the 1-0. Misses away, 2 balls and no strikes. No clouds overhead, the sky still a light blue. Off into the distance, some light pinks and purples. A pretty prominent tree line behind the outfield fence, though. A little difficult to see the sunset from where I'm sitting. The 2-0 pitch catches the outer edge for a strike. Austin Swift is at first base, 1 out in the bottom of the 4th, all tied at 4. Pierce looks over at first. He comes set. Throw over to first, not in time. DeBenedictis steps back into the batter's box. 2 balls and 1 strike the count. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch home, misses low for ball 3. 1 out, 1 on for Braden DeBenedictis. Dylan Pierce deals. Fouled back into the netting. Hits the metal pole that holds the netting upright. Runs the count full, 3-2. Waiting on deck, the designated hitter, Chris Loeb. Again, Rogue Nation, your secret code word tonight, home run. Message us on Facebook, home run, for your chance to win 2 free tickets. Please do not comment on our Facebook page. That one misses low for ball 4. Please do not comment on any Facebook posts, as those are visible to the public. And we want to reward those of you who are joining us on the live stream with those free tickets. Christian Cornado going to go have a conversation with Dylan Pierce. No action in the Rogues bullpen. Isola will join the group chat. Runners on first and second, 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. We'll step away for a quick break. When we come back, the rest of this ball game, we're all tied at 4. And just like that, we're back. Did you miss me? 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Runners on first and second for the DH, Chris Loeb. Austin Swift is at second. Braden DeBenedictis is at first. Chris Loeb struck out back in the second inning. Dylan Pierce comes home. Fastball swung on and missed. Strike 1. A light breeze blowing from right to left field. Very pleasant, cooling breeze. Here's the 0-1. That one fouled back into the netting. Pierce ahead quickly 0-2 to Chris Loeb. 2 on, 1 out in the bottom of the 4th, all tied at 4. Thank you all so much for joining us wherever you may be, wherever you're rooting for. It's an honor to bring you Medford Rogues baseball. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Dylan Pierce. Hit foul down the first base line. The runners will return to their base. Austin Swift over there at second. hit a one-out single. Braden DeBenedictis, he walked. He's at first. No balls, 2 strikes the count to Chris Loeb. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th, all tied at 4. Pierce looks back at second. Looks back again, now comes home. That one fouled back and out of play off the third base side.
All right, Potter fans, it's time to Potter up. When I say Potter, you say out. Potter! Potter! Potter!
First and second for the Potters. Dylan Pierce in a battle with Chris Loeb. No balls and 2 strikes the count. Loeb, the left-handed batter, waits on the pitch from Dylan Pierce. Here it is. That one misses high. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Chris Loeb. Loeb batting just 188 on the year. Potter's looking to get his bat going before the playoffs begin in a little over a week, as incredible as that is. The season has absolutely flown by. Here's the 1-2. Misses high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Runners on first and second. 4-4 the score. Chris Loeb into the batter's box. Here's the 2-2 from Dylan Pierce. Off speed, got away from him, misses outside for ball 3. Long at bat for Chris Loeb. Waiting on deck, the catcher, Mason Allen.
I could change my, I could go, I'll be one of those fair winners.
Isola goes into the crouch. The 3-2. Fastball hit high in the air and foul. Caleb Smith is going to have to make a long run to get there. He will not. The ball lands out of play. Caleb Smith, Clay Valenzuela Reese, and Josh Berman were all over there, but the ball landed just a few feet out of their reach onto their grassy berm here at McBean. Count remains 3-2, 1 out. Runners on first and second. Long at bat for Chris Loeb. A lot of pinks and purples here tonight. That one fouled back off the third base side and out of play. So we'll do this again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Pierce looks back at second, now comes home. Misses low and away for ball 4. Chris Loeb awarded first base after a long at-bat. The bases are now loaded for Mason Allen.
And that brings up to bat our catcher from right here in Roseville, number 20, Mason Allen.
So the bases are loaded. 1 out for Mason Allen. Chris Loeb, after that long at-bat, walked. Moved the runners over. The first pitch to Mason Allen, a fastball, catches the outer edge for a strike. Here's the 0-1 to Mason Allen. That one hit well to left center field. Caleb Smith has room. He makes the catch at the warning track. They're going to test his arm. The throw is going to be to third base. RBI sac fly by Mason Allen. Scores Austin Swift, and the Potters regain the lead. That will turn up the lineup for Zack Hall. So Chris Loeb, in case we lost some of you at home, Chris Loeb, who had that long at-bat, eventually walked. Mason Allen, the 9-hitter, hit a fly ball deep to left field. Caleb Smith made the catch, but the runner at third base, Austin Swift, came home. The score now 5-4. Rogues trail. Runners on first and second, 2 outs for Zack Hoffman. The 1-0 swung on and missed. Evens the count 1-1. The 1-1 gets away from Alex Isola. No, but hits him. Hits Zack Hall. So that will load the bases again. Braden DeBenedictis over to third. Chris Loeb over to first. Again, our apologies if you're experiencing technical difficulties. We're doing the best we can with what we have here at McBean Stadium. Just as a recap, the bases were loaded. Rather, there were 2 on for Chris Loeb. A 12-pitch at bat, he eventually walked to load the bases. Mason Allen, the catcher, hit a fly ball to left field to score Austin Swift from third. The leadoff man, Zack Hoffman, hit by a pitch to reload the bases. Jake Boyd at the plate. First pitch to him misses outside, ball 1. Five to 4, Rogues trail here in the bottom of the 4th. That one, a hit well to left field, but it's going to be foul. Ball hit in just about the same spot as Eric Yang hit his. Well, while you still have me, I'll reiterate. I'll say it again one more time. The secret code word tonight is home run. We've had 3 already, 2 by your Medford Rogues. Message us on Facebook at Medford Rogues Baseball Club. Send us a message. Don't comment on a post. If you comment the code word on the post, we'll have to disqualify everybody. We want to reward those of you listening at home here on the live stream. Off speed misses low. 2 balls and 1 strike to Jake Boyd. The bases are loaded. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Rogues trail 5-4. Jake Boyd gets the 2-1. That one fouled into the net. Count is even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Braden DeBenedictis at third. Chris Loeb at second. Zack Hoffman at first. Dylan Pierce gets the sign from Alex Isola. Here's the 2-2. Fouled into the Rogues dugout. So the inning continues. The sky looking out onto the horizon behind the outfield fence. A beautiful array of purple ranging to pink, and as you look up into the sky, back to light blue still overhead. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, bases loaded. That one, check swing, did he go around? No, says the field umpire. Runs the count full, 3-2. Bases loaded, 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Rogues trail 5-4. Jake Boyd at the plate. Dylan Pierce trying to end the inning. Here's the 3-2. Hit through the right side of the infield for a base hit. 1 run comes home. They will hold the runner at second. The throw to second going to be not in time. A big round by Zack Hoffman, but he's back safely. An RBI single by Jake Boyd doubles the lead for the Potters. The score now 6-4.
And that hit brings up the batter, right fielder from Granite Bay, Zack Hall.
Chris Loeb over at third base, Zach Hoffman at second, Jake Boyd at first. Still 2 outs. Zack Hall, the right fielder, at the plate. First pitch, curveball misses outside, ball 1. A bases loaded single by Jake Boyd brings home another run for the Potters here in the bottom of the 4th. The 1-0. Fastball just misses the outer edge. 2 balls and no strikes to Zack Hall. Rogues trail 6-4 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Pierce comes set, comes home. The 2-0 hit high in the air. There it is. Lost it for a second. That one lands maybe 5 or 6 feet from the press box. We're out here in the bleachers behind home plate. So the count 2-1 to Zack Hall. Bases loaded. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Rogues trail 6-4. Dylan Pierce comes set. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and missed. The throw to third is going to be in time. The field ump punches out Chris Loeb. Alex Isola picks off another runner. That will end the inning. The Potters do get 2. We head to the top of the 5th. Rogues trail 6-4. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Rogues fans, if you're looking for a used car or truck, why not head to the dealer that will give you the best quality vehicle at the best price? Crater Lake Ford uses real-time tracking software to research similar makes within hundreds of miles to give you the best car shopping experience while saving you time and money. Crater Lake Ford. Right cars and trucks, right prices, right experiences. Visit CraterLakeFord.com today. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. We're in the top of the 5th. Rogues trail 6-4. Leading things off, Jaden Hanna shows bunt, pulls back a curveball that catches the inner half of the plate. Strike 1. 2, 3, 4 for the Rogues in the 5th. Hanna followed by Eric Yang and then Alex Isola. The 0-1. Hit high in the air to center field, but playable. Zack Hoffman is there, takes a few steps back, and that's the first out of the inning. That will bring up Eric Yang. Yang walked back in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. So once again, Rogues fans, if I am breaking in and out, the secret code for today's game, home run. The Rogues have hit 2 already. It was 2 in 1 inning back in the 2nd. First pitch to Eric Yang, misses high, ball 1. Message us on Facebook at Medford Rogues Baseball Club. Message us home run for your chance to win 2 free tickets to any one of the final 3 games at home this season. That one catches the outer half for a strike. 1-1 to Eric Yang. 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 5th for the Rogues. The 1-1 misses inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. So just send us a message. Please do not comment on any post what the special code word is. If you do that, everyone will have to be disqualified. We want to reward those of you listening in at home. The 1 misses outside. 3 balls and 1 strike to Eric Yang. Waiting on deck, Alex Isola. Here's the 3-1. The bat goes flying as he swings and misses at that one. Count now 3-2. Sure, the Rogues players will give Yang a hard time about that one on the bus ride home. Yang rosins up the bat. Yang, I just noticed, does not use batting gloves. I'll keep a lookout to see who else doesn't. I imagine most of the Rogues do use batting gloves. Yang swinging barehanded and it's working for him. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the count to Eric Yang. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the 5th. Rogues trail 6-4. Here's the pitch home by Bogini. Chopped to the third base side and foul, says the home plate umpire. Ball just went foul as it crossed over the third base bag. So Yang will head back to first base. We'll do this again. Full count, 1 out, nobody on. Waiting on deck, Alex Isola. Here's the 3-2. Fastball misses outside for ball 4. Yang walks for the 2nd time today. And the tying run now comes to the plate. The leader in home runs for the Rogues this season. The leader of the Great West League in RBIs and the record holder for most RBIs in a season, Alex Isola, steps up to the plate. First pitch to Isola. Curveball drops in there for a strike. Oh and 1, 1 out, 1 on for Alex Isola in the top of the 5th. That one hit high in the air, but not very far. Coming on as the left fielder. Austin Swift is under it. He makes the grab for the 2nd out of the inning. Yang heads back to first, and that will bring up Johnny Dela Cruz. Dela Cruz hit a solo home run to lead off the 2nd inning. Rogues would get 2 more thanks to a single by Conor Lowery and a 2-run shot by Josh Berman. First pitch to Dela Cruz. Called strike. So 0-1 now to the man from Houston, Texas. Eric Yang takes his lead at first. Braden DeBenedictis holds him on. The 0-1. Check swing, it hits his bat and goes foul. De La Cruz quickly in a hole, 0-2. One in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth for the Potters. Rogues got 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth. That one hits off into the shortstop. Throw over to first is going to be just in time to get De La Cruz. Boy, he thought he was safe. Jeff Lyle thought he was safe. That was a very, very close play over there at first base. De La Cruz was hustling down the line. It's the 3rd out of the inning. Rogues strand 1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Rogues trail 6-4. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. over 60 years, Lippert's Carpet One has been dedicated to helping people find the best flooring solutions for their home or business. And for over 60 years, Lippert's has sponsored and donated to many organizations in our community, and we appreciate them. If you want to completely transform a room, Lippert's has many products available, and there are more choices than ever. Whether for your home or business, Lippert's has a professional staff dedicated to helping you find just what you're looking for. Lippert's wants to thank you for being your flooring source for over 60 years. Located in Medford on North Pacific Highway or Rogue River Highway in Grants Pass, or find them at lipperts.com. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com. Presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Rogues trail 6-4. Jake Boyd, who was up to bat in the bottom of the 5th, steps back into the batter's box. Well, no, actually, I take that back. It's actually Zack Hall. It is Dylan Pierce still on the mound. Now, my understanding of the rules of baseball, because the bottom of the 5th ended, Alex Isola picked off Austin Swift at third base while Jake Boyd was up to bat. And I would think that Jake Boyd would come back to bat since he didn't record an out at the plate. But it's Zack Hall. So the first pitch to Hall misses outside, ball 1.
But there was no one there. And then during the Hall at bat, Lowe was picked off third. So Hall now fouls it off to the left in his second chance here. It's count 1-1.
That ball fouled back, 1-1 the count. I actually read my book wrong. It was Zack Hall who was up to bat. So he's getting his second at bat. That one popped up high in the air, foul right near the press box, but still far enough away where I can't grab it. Still waiting for that first foul ball. I'll get it eventually. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Zachary Hall. Bottom of the 5th inning, Rogues trail 6-4. Zachary Hall at the plate. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. First out of the 5th. And that will bring up Will Law. Law 0 for 2, grounded into a 2-6-3 double play back in the first. Law, another left-handed batter for the Potters. Steps in with 1 out and nobody on. Dylan Pierce winds, deals, off speed, catches the black on the outer half of the plate. 0-1 to Will Law. Pierce winds, deals, fastball misses low and in. Evens the count 1-1. Here's the 1-1 to Will Law. Fastball just misses outside. 2-1 to the shortstop for the Potters. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Misses low for ball 3. 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. Rogues trail 6-4. Here's the 3-1. That one popped up in the air, foul by the press box, but out of reach. Runs the count full, 3-2 to Will Law. Waiting on deck, Charles Middleton. Nobody on, 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the 3-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning. 5th of the game.
And that brings up to bat
And that will bring up Charles Middleton. Middleton 1 for 2 on the day, singled back in the second inning. Middleton, the right-handed batter, steps in. 2 outs, nobody on in the bottom of the 5th. The first pitch from Pierce, swung on and missed, strike 1. Pierce comes home, the 0-1, check swing, did he go around? No, says the home plate umpire. Evens the count, 1-1. Middleton batting .375 for the Potters. The 1-1 misses inside. 2 balls now and 1 strike to Charles Middleton. Chris Middleton is the small forward for the Milwaukee Bucks. Charles Middleton at the plate. Fastball catches the outer edge for a strike, runs the count full, 3-2. Charles Middleton, local of Lincoln, California, attends Sierra College in his free time. 5'9" right-handers and a 2-2 count. Pierce. That one hit high in the air and foul off the first base side. The Potters dugout clears. Helwig takes a tumble as he tries to run on top of the Potters dugout. Looks like he's okay. Ball lands foul. Terrific effort by Jake Helwig out there in right field. Would have been a very tough play to make even if he was running on level ground. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on in the bottom of the 5th in a 2-run game. Rogues trail 6-4. Pierce gets the sign. He comes home. Misses low and away for ball 3. Pierce gets the sign from Alex Isola. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That one hit high in the air. Coming on is Caleb Smith. Still charging. He will make the catch in shallow left center field. 3 up, 3 down for the Potters in the 5th. We head to the top of the 6th. Rogues trail 6-4. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com. Presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Fans, I can't tell you how many times we've had to replace a window at Harry and David Field because of a stray fly ball. When we need our windows fixed or replaced, the only team we trust are the folks at Bill's Glass. With locations in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass, Bill's Glass is the fastest and most affordable glass service in Southern Oregon. When you hear that crash, think Bill's Glass.
let's head back to the ballpark. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com.
Presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Top of the 6th, Jake Helwig leading things off, bunts it foul. 0-1 the count. Bogini still out there for the Potters, deals the 0-1, misses away, evens the count 1-1. Here's the 1-1. That one hit well down the right field line. It is fair. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Jake Helwig rounds first. He heads for second. He is in there standing with a leadoff double. So with the leadoff double, Jake Helwig over there at second base. Conor Lowery will now step up to the plate. Lowry is 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored. Lowry scored on the home run by Josh Berman in the second, scored on the RBI single by Caleb Smith in the fourth. Here's the pitch to Conor Lowery. Shows bunt, caught by the catcher Mason Allen, so whiffed bunt, 0-1 to Conor Lowery. Waiting on deck, Josh Berman. Just a 2-run ball game, lot of scoring here, 6-4 the score. Here's the 0-1 to Conor Lowery. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Night has fallen over McBean. The field lights illuminating the field of play. No balls, 2 strikes, the count to Conor Lowery. That one hit well to center field. The center fielder Hoffman still going back. He makes the grab. Throw to third base. Helwig is going to be in safely with the head first slide. That is the first out of the inning.
Third baseman number 7, Josh Berman.
So a runner 90 feet from home for Josh Berman. Berman is also 2 for 2. He homered back in the second inning, hit the ball to the same spot as Johnny Dela Cruz earlier in that inning. Singled and made it to second in the fourth. Josh Berman batting .266 on the year. First pitch to Berman. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Waiting on deck, Caleb Smith. Jake Helwig at third led the inning off with a double. There's 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Rogues trail 6-4. The 0-1. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Some action going on in both bullpens, both for the Potters and the Rogues. Here's the 0-2 to Josh Berman. Chopped foul off the third base side and out of play. The top of the Rogues dugout blocking my field of vision. I can't tell who that is pitching. He is a right-hander. I can tell you it's not DJ Wilson by the delivery. Here's the 0-2. Chopped foul down the third base line. So Berman staying alive, fighting 0-2. 1 out, Helwig at third. 6-4 the score here in the top of the 6th inning. Again, Rogue Nation, that secret code word for your chance to win 2 free tickets to any one of the final remaining regular season home games is home run. send us a Facebook message. Home run for your chance to win. That one fouled back and out of play. So Berman in a battle with Bogini. I was told whenever you can alliterate to do so. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on third. That's Jake Helwig. Here's the pitch to Josh Berman from Medford, Oregon. Here's the 0-2. Misses in the dirt. Caleb Smith waiting with the bat between his legs. He's had plenty of time to warm up. A long at-bat for Josh Berman. He steps back into the batter's box. 1-2 the count. That one chopped foul down the third base line. Got a piece of manager Josh Hogan, the third base coach for the Rogues. So Josh Hogan, the third base coach, Jeff Lyle over there at first base, Christian Cornado, the pitching coach. This is actually his final day with the team. Christian Cornado is a high school teacher, has to return right here in California. Decided to make the final trip with the Rogues down here to Lincoln. The 1-2. Hit foul. Berman continues to fight.
So 1-2 with 1 out.
The pitcher warming up in the Potter's pen, Hector Sepulveda.
6-4 our ball game here as we're playing in the
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on third to Josh Berman. Here's the pitch. And it hits Josh Berman. It just nicked the hair on his elbow. He's awarded a free base after that long at-bat. The Rogues now have runners on the corners for Caleb Smith. Manager for the Potters coming out, and that might do it for Bogini. We're going to step away for a quick second. When we come back, the rest of this ballgame. Rogues have the tying runs on the corners here in the top of the 6th. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts.
Back on the road with the Rogues.
Presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Nolan Bogini stays in. Runners on the corners. First pitch to Caleb Smith. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Jake Helwig is at third. Led the inning off with a double. Josh Berman is at first. Hit by a pitch after a long at-bat. Battled down from 0-2. Eventually awarded first base for his trouble. Here's the 0-1 to Caleb Smith. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Smith 1 for 2 with an RBI single back in the 4th inning that scored Conor Lowery. 6-4 in the top of the 6th. Rogues trail. Here's the 0-2 to Caleb Smith. A flare into right field. That is going to fall for a base hit. Caleb Smith does it again. This time, the RBI single brings home Jake Helwig. The score now 6-5. Another flare hit. That's what it's all about. Just hit them where they ain't. That will turn the lineup over for Clay Valenzuela Reese. Bogini going to stick around here in the top of the 6th. Rogues trail by 1. Runners on first and second. First pitch swinging by Valenzuela Reese to the third baseman. They throw over to second for 1. Not going to get over in time for 2. So they get the fielder's choice at second. Josh Berman advances over to third. So the runners on the corners again for the Rogues. 2 outs now in the bottom of the 6th, rather the top of the 6th, for Jaden Hanna. The tying run just 90 feet from home for the Rogues. The 2-out pitch for Jaden Hanna misses outside, ball 1. The 2 best teams in the Great West League in a battle here. 1-run ball game. The teams have gone back and forth all evening. Here's the 1-0. Misses inside. Mason Allen faked a throw down to first. Valenzuela Reese back in time. Hanna ahead 2-0. The 2-0 misses low for ball 3. Rogues bullpen getting very excited. The Rogues dugout getting very, very excited. Clay Valenzuela Reese at first. Josh Berman at third. He's the tying run. 3-0 the count to Jaden Hanna. 2 outs in the top of the 6th. The pitch home. Fastball catches the outer edge for strike 1. Jaden Hanna singled back in the 3rd. He's 1 for 3 in this ball game. Bogini comes set. Here's the 3-1 to Jaden Hanna. Misses outside for ball 4, and Hanna with that patented sprint down the first base line. Both he and Clay Valenzuela Reese, when they are awarded a free base, they sprint down the first base line like they're trying to leg out an infield single. Head coach for the Potters coming out, and that's going to do it for Nolan Bogini. He leaves with the bases loaded. Rogues trail by 1 in the top of the 6th with 2 outs. Stick around. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com. Presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Bases loaded for Eric Yang in a one-run ball game. 2 outs in the top of the 6th. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. Mason Allen, the catcher, going out to have a conversation with the new pitcher for the Potters, Hector Sepulveda. Sepulveda from Douglas, Arizona. Freshman still undecided. Has a record of 4-3, making his 18th appearance for the Potters. Has 27 strikeouts in 37 innings pitched. Josh Berman at third, Valenzuela Reese at second, Jaden Hanna at first. That one misses outside. Evens the count, 1-1. Josh Berman, the tying run at third base. Here's the pitch to Eric Yang. That one misses high. Ball 2. Bases loaded for Eric Yang. Yang is 0 for 1. He's walked twice. Sepulveda, the right-handed hurler for the Potters, comes home on the 2-1. That one flared. It's going to fall for a base hit into right field. Josh Berman comes home. Here comes Clay Valenzuela Reese. The play is not going to be made at the plate. The Rogues take a 7-6 lead here in the top of the 6th inning. A 2 RBI single by Eric Yang. Jaden Hanna advancing to third. Now Alex Isola, the RBI leader of the Great West League, the record holder for most RBIs in a season by a Medford Rogue, steps up to the plate. Runners on the corners. Jaden Hanna at third, Eric Yang at first. First pitch from Sepulveda. That one smacked into left field. That is going to fall for a base hit. Jaden Hanna comes home. Another RBI for Alex Isola. The Rogues take an 8-6 lead here in the top of the 6th. Again, all this coming with 2 outs in the inning. So Jaden Hanna scores. Eric Yang advances to second. Rogues scoring quicker than I can keep up. Here's the first pitch to Johnny Dela Cruz. That one chopped foul to the third baseman. He picks it up. The throw over to second is in time to get the force. So the Rogues strand 2 but bring 4 across in the inning. The Rogues lead 8-6 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com. Presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Aaron Hutchinson, on in relief of Dylan Pierce, delivers a first pitch strike to Austin Swift. Rogues lead 8-6 in the bottom of the inning, thanks to 4 runs in the top. Chopped to third base, Berman is there. The throw to first, a great throw by Josh Berman to beat Austin Swift by half a step. It was a high chop ball. Berman had to wait for that one to come down. Delivered a laser over to Johnny Dela Cruz, and that's the first out of the inning. Aaron Hutchinson, a local of the Rogue Valley from Phoenix, Oregon, attends Lane Community College in his free time. 2-0 on the year, 2.61 ERA. First pitch swinging in by Braden DeBenedictis. DeBenedictis hit a 2-run home run back in the second inning. He also walked and scored in the fourth. The 0-1 chopped slowly, and it's going to roll foul down the third base line. So the final line for Dylan Pierce, 5 innings pitched, 6 runs all earned, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. Pierce in line for the win. He was the last pitcher on the mound for the Rogues before they took the lead here in the 6th inning. The 0-2 misses outside. 1-2 now to Braden DeBenedictis. Hutchinson winds, deals. That one misses high, evens the count 2-2. The 2-2 misses outside. Runs the count full, 3-2. We apologize for any technical difficulties you may be having. We're doing the best with what we have. Here's the 3-2. Misses low for ball 4. Chris Loeb will step in to the left-handed batter's box with 1 out, 1 on in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch in there for a strike to the DH, Chris Loeb. Runner on first, that's Braden DeBenedictis. He walked. The pitch drops in the dirt. Isola blocks it nicely. 1 ball and 1 strike, the count. That one swung on and missed, strike 2. The 0-2 foul tipped at the plate. Welcome back. Those of you, we're sorry if we lost you there for a moment. Braden DeBenedictis walked. The count is 1-2 to Chris Loeb. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Rogues on top, 8-6. If you do lose us, you can always head to our Twitter at Medford Rogues. We will keep you updated with the latest score on our Twitter. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on for Chris Loeb. Rogues lead 8-6 rather. That one chopped foul into the Potters dugout. Chris Loeb steps back into the batter's box. He's in a battle with Aaron Hutchinson. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. That one just misses the outer half of the plate. Evens the count 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on for Chris Loeb. Aaron Hutchinson trying to put Loeb away. Here's the pitch. Hit softly to the second baseman. Hanna will look at second, no play, over to first in time to get Loeb. The ground ball advances to Benedictus to second. That is the second out of the inning. And that will bring up the catcher, Mason Allen. James, it would certainly be my preference, too, to be able to stay online and bring you Rogues baseball. We do the best with what we have. Runner on second, 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Mason Allen steps up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He struck out looking in the 2nd. Hit an RBI sac fly in the 4th. De Benedictus is at second. Aaron Hutchinson comes home. That one called strike at the knees. Mason Allen, the right-handed hitting catcher from Sacramento, California. Even 6 foot, 200 pounds. Here is the 0-1 from Aaron Hutchinson. Hit high in the air, but foul off the third base side. Caleb Smith giving chase. It's going to land in the berm. One lucky fan out there very excited that he caught a foul ball. So Hutch quickly ahead, 0-2 to Mason Allen. Mason Allen steps into the batter's box. Hutch looks in, gets the sign from Isola. De Benedictus at second, 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch home. That is going to be just low. Isola nods his head, says, "Good job, Hutch. That was a great pitch." Count is 1-2 to Mason Allen. Rogues scored 4 in the top of this inning to retake the lead. They're on top 8-6. The pitch home. Cued to the first base side. Dela Cruz is there. He'll take it himself for the final out of the inning. Potters leave 1. We head to the 7th. Rogues on top 8-6. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com. Presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. 8-6, the Rogues lead in the top of the 7th. Jake Helwig leading things off, takes a pitch for a strike, called at the knees. 0-1 the count. The lefty hitting Helwig waits on the 0-1. It's a curveball that misses high from Hector Sepulveda, the Potters pitcher. Evens the count 1-1. The 1-1. That one hit high in the air, foul, down off the first base side and out of play. Helwig doubled and scored to spark that 4-run rally by the Rogues in the top of the last inning to take the lead 8-6. Sepulveda steps off the rubber. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Jake Helwig. Conor Lowery and Josh Berman await. Here's the 1-2 from Hector Sepulveda. Curveball misses high. Evens the count, 2-2.
2-2 the count. Nobody out here. We play at 9:22, and we're in the top of the 7th inning. So not quite as quick as yesterday, but not a bad pace to this ball game.
Here's the 2-2. Fastball misses away. Great take by Jake Helwig. Runs it full, 3-2. 8 runs on 11 hits for the Rogues. 6 runs on 6 hits for the Potters. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Jake Helwig. Here's the pitch. Misses way inside for ball 4. So just like last inning, Helwig leads off, gets a board. And that will bring up Conor Lowery. Lowry is 2 for 3 in this ball game with 2 runs scored. He scored on the home run by Josh Berman back in the 2nd. Scored on the RBI single by Caleb Smith. First pitch to Conor Lowery, catches the outer half of the plate for a strike. Lowry hitting .268 on the year, 2 for 3 today. Jake Helwig at first. Nobody out in the top of the 7th. Rogues lead 8-6. The 0-1. Fastball misses away. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Sepulveda looks over at first. DeBenedictis holding on Jake Helwig, who is a threat to steal. Doesn't go. The 1-1 swung on and missed. A back pick attempt. Helwig dives in safely. So Lowry in a hole, 1-2. Lowry had both of his hits with 2 strikes earlier in this ballgame. Nobody out in the top of the 7th. Jake Helwig at first. Here's the 1-2 to Conor Lowery. Helwig takes off. It's outside. The throw is a good one, but the ball is dropped by the second baseman, Jake Boyd. Helwig is in there safely with a stolen base. So the count even now to Conor Lowery. The Rogues have another runner in scoring position. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th. Would have been a very close play, but Jake Boyd, the second baseman, just couldn't hold on. Here's the 2-2 to Lowry. Fastball misses away, gets by the catcher, pops right back to the backstop. The throw is going to be sailing into left field. Hogan is going to hold Helwig. He doesn't care. He comes home safely on the headfirst dive. So Jake Helwig advancing to 3rd on the wild pitch. A throwing error by the catcher goes into left field. Josh Hogan put up the stop sign. Helwig didn't care. He smelled blood in the water. He charged home, slid in safely, and the Rogues take a 9-6 lead here in the top of the 7th. Base is clear. 3-2 the count to Conor Lowery. That one fouled down the first base line. So Jake Helwig walks, steals second, advances to third on the wild pitch, and comes home on a throwing error. Rogues will gladly take any run they can get. That one fouled back into the netting. Conor Lowery doing a great job of staying alive here.
Things looking a little scrappy right now for the Potters.
All right, Potter fans, let's hear it.
Conor Lowery steps back into the batter's box. He's worked out of an 0-2 hole. 3 balls and 2 strikes the count. Nobody on, nobody out in the top of the 7th. Rogues lead 9-6. The pitch home. Misses away for ball 4. That will bring up Josh Berman. Berman has reached every time he's come to the plate. He's 2 for 2. Hit that 2-run home run back in the 2nd inning, had a single in the 4th, and was hit by a pitch in the 6th.
Not sure who's up and throwing down there. Yeah, we need Willie. Yeah, we need a walkie-talkie. Going from here to the bullpen.
Berman will step into the right-handed batter's box. Conor Lowery at first. Nobody out in the top of the 7th. Rogues looking to build on this 3-run lead. Sepulveda comes set. Comes home. Inside, ball 1. Berman taking his time, takes a deep breath, now steps into the batter's box.
In the 7th inning, the Potters need to keep it right here. And with 1 ball and no strikes, Sepulveda, the right-hander.
Here's the 1-0 to Berman. Conor Lowery takes off. The throw is a strike. The throw is in the dirt. Another stolen base for the Rogues. Conor Lowery swipes second.
Lowry steals second base. Now the count is 2-0. On Berman. Excuse me, 1-1 on Berman.
So the count 1-1 to Josh Berman. The Rogues trade a strike for a stolen base. They'll do that any day of the week.
9-6 our score.
Another runner in scoring position. Still nobody out in the top of the 7th. Here's the 1-1 to Josh Berman.
And the 1-1 on the way. Josh Berman.
Misses low, ball 2.
This is an all too familiar story for the Potters. With a reliever from the bullpen coming in and not pounding the zone, to say the least.
Berman checks his bat. Now comes into the batter's box. Conor Lowery over there at second. The sky pitch black here at McBean. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th. Hector Sepulveda, the pitcher for the Potters, comes home. Chopped foul off the 3rd base side and into the net. Waiting on deck, Caleb Smith, who is already 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs in this ball game.
2-2 with nobody out. 9-6 get our score. Sepulveda, he's set. And he's at the belt. And with nobody out with a 2-2 delivery.
Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
Fastball. Down goes Berman.
That's the first out of the inning. And that will bring up Caleb Smith. Smith singled home Conor Lowery in the 4th, singled home Jake Helwig in the 6th.
So 1 out here. Caleb Smith coming up. Dodgers pounding the Giants 6-4.
So with one out, Conor Lowery at second, Caleb Smith chops a first pitch to the shortstop. A tough play, but he's made. The throw is going to be in the dirt and gets away by De Benedictus. Conor Lowery will come home on the throwing error by Will Law. Smith will advance into second. Another error brings another run home for the Rogues. The score now 10-6. Caleb Smith over there at second base. Rogues lead by 4 now here in the top of the 7th. Clay Valenzuela Reese now steps into the batter's box. Caleb Smith taking Conor Lowery's place at second. The first pitch to Valenzuela Reese, a big swing and a miss. 0-1 to Valenzuela Reese. The shortstop for the Rogues reached on a fielder's choice and would eventually score in the 6th inning as part of that 4-run 6. The back pick over to second base. Caleb Smith is in safely. Evens the count 1-1. Valenzuela Reese still looking for his first hit of the game. With Caleb Smith's speed out there at second, could be an RBI. Here's the 1-1. Chop foul and out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Clay Valenzuela Reese. Ten runs on 11 hits, no errors for the Rogues. 6 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for the Gold Sox. The 1-2 misses outside. Evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Waiting on deck, big Jaden Hanna.
2-2 with 1 out. Here it is.
Pitch home, chopped up the middle for a base hit. Caleb Smith being waved home by Coach Hogan. The throw at the plate is a good one. It's going to be not in time. Caleb Smith just gets in under the tag. Valenzuela Reese advances to second on the throw. An RBI single for Clay Valenzuela Reese, and the Rogues take an 11-6 lead here in the top of the 7th. A very close play, a great throw by Zack Hoffman, the center fielder. The tag applied by the catcher, Mason Allen, just a hair late. So Caleb Smith scores. Clay Valenzuela Reese has his first hit of the day. Conversation on the mound for the Potters. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, the rest of this ball game. Clay Valenzuela Reese at second. Rogues lead 11-6 here in the top of the 7th. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. And as soon as I finish my outro, the conversation is over. So we'll stick right here. Valenzuela Reese at second. 3 already home for the Rogues here in the 7th. Scored 4 last inning, have 3 so far, and they're not done. Runner on second, 1 out for Jaden Hanna. First pitch to Jaden Hanna, the lefty, hits a flare to shallow left center field. Stepping back a few steps, making the catch is Will Law. That's the 2nd out of the inning. So with 2 down and a runner on second, that will bring up Eric Yang. Yang walked in the 1st, walked in the 5th, and hit a 2 RBI single in the 6th. If you want to see that play, head to our Twitter, MedfordRogues.com. Caught it all on camera. Valenzuela Reese over there at second base. Here's the first pitch to the catcher from UC Santa Barbara. Misses low, ball 1. The 1-0. Catches the outer edge for a strike. Evens the count 1-1.
1-1 now on Eric Yang. Waiting on deck is Alex Isola, the catcher. As the Potters look to get out of this here and head into the bottom of the 7th with the bats in their hands. The 1-1 to Yang.
The 1-1. That one's hit well to left center field. Coming on and making the grab is Austin Swift for the final out of the inning. Rogues strand 1, but 3 come across in the top of the 7th. Rogues lead 11-6. We head to the bottom of the 7th. We're stretching here at McBean. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. First pitch by Aaron Hutchinson in the bottom of the 7th, misses outside to Zack Hoffman. Hutch comes home. That one foul tipped, evens the count 1-1. Rogues got 3 in the 2nd, 1 in the 4th, 4 in the 6th, 3 more in the 7th. Potters, 1 in the 1st, 2 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th. 11-6, the Rogues on top. Hutch winds, deals, the 1-1, swung on and missed. Strike 2.
Although I must say, though, I was a little disappointed when I saw the box open up. Pepperoni. I mean, where's the peppers, green onions and stuff, bro?
Hutch ahead of Zack Hoffman, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch home, off speed, misses high. Evens the count 2-2. Hoffman, 1 for 2 today. Triple to lead off the 1st. He would eventually score. He also walked in the 4th. Here's the 2-2 from Aaron Hutchinson. That one hit high in the air into shallow right field. Coming on are a trio of Rogues. It'll be the center fielder Conor Lowery who makes the grab for the first out of the 7th. Now we'll bring up the 2-hitter Jake Boyd. Boyd, 1 for 2, struck out in the 1st, walked and scored in the 3rd, had an RBI single in the 4th. Hutch working his 2nd inning of relief. Gets the sign from Alex Isola. Goes into the windup. The first pitch, Boyd shows bunt. It's bounced back foul. 0-1 the count. Once again, Rogue Nation, the secret code word for your chance to win 2 free tickets to any one of the final 3 remaining regular season home games. Home run. Send us a message on Facebook. The 0-1. Hit on the ground to the shortstop. Valenzuela Reese is there. The great throw beats Jake Boyd by a half a step. So Valenzuela Reese and then Josh Berman last inning, both of them showing off the guns that they have on the left side of the infield. With 2 down and no out, that will bring up the left-handed hitting right fielder, Zack Hall. Hall had an RBI single in the first that scored Zach Hoffman. Walked and was tagged out on a pickle in the third and struck out in the fifth. That one hit sharply through the right side of the infield for a base hit. So a 2-out single brings up Will Law. Law, another left-handed batter in this Potters lineup. Grounded into a 2-6-3 double play the first time up. Fly to right and then struck out. Aaron Hutchinson with a runner on first, the pitch home. Check swing, did he go around? No, says the home plate umpire, ball 1.
The ejection the other day, I don't know if you saw it, but that perfectly personifies what I don't like.
The 1-0, actually a throw over to first. Zack Hall, diving back safely. Will Law at the plate. Here's the 1-0 from Aaron Hutchinson. Off speed, drops in there for a strike. Evens the count, 1-1. We have a couple Rogues fans out there along the third base side. I imagine Alex Isola's family is around, them being from Lincoln, California. Another off speed, drops in there for a strike. 1-2 to Will Law. Runner on first, that's Zack Hall. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Rogues lead 11-6. The 1-2 chopped up the right side of the infield. Jaden Hanna makes a great play on it. The flip over to first in time to beat Will Law. The Potters strand 1. We head to the bottom of the 8th. The top of the 8th. 11-6, the Rogues on top. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts.
Rogues fans, it's easier than ever to get your tickets to check out the Medford Rogues this summer. Visit MedfordRogues.com and click the Tickets tab to pick your seats for the next night out at Harry and David Field.
Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. We are in the top of the 8th inning. Rogues lead 11-6. 4, 5, 6 hitters for the Rogues: Alex Isola, Johnny Dela Cruz, and Jake Helwig. On the mound for the Potters, the right-hander from Roseville, California, Cody Lindsay. Got a terrific stat from my friends here in the press box at McBean. Cody Lindsay, up until 3 days ago, was the point streaker, was responsible for keeping stats for the team. Over the weekend, he threw a bullpen session, and the team liked him so much, they signed him. Making his second appearance for the Potters. First pitch to Isola misses outside, ball 1. That one hit. A diving stop by the shortstop. The throw is going to be wide. A great stop by the shortstop, Will Law. The throw on a bounce and just pulling Braden DeBenedictis, the first baseman, off the bag. Isola is aboard with an infield single.
And that brings up to bat first baseman Johnny Dela Cruz.
So a leadoff single for Isola.
Alex Salor, right? Out there at second now? It's short? Kyle Salor, excuse me.
And that actually was not Will Law. We had a defensive change. Kyle Seller is at shortstop. He was the one that made that terrific diving stop, but to no avail. Isola aboard at first. Johnny Dela Cruz takes a first pitch outside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 to Johnny Dela Cruz. Chopped. The Salor, the shortstop, makes a great throw, not in time. Another fantastic play by Kyle Salor out there at shortstop. That ball chopped deep in the hole, made a backhanded grab, turned, fired over to second to try to get the force. Isola beats him again. It's another infield base hit for Johnny Dela Cruz. Rogues now have runners on first and second, nobody out here in the top of the 8th. We have a pinch hitter for Jake Helwig. Number 25, Braden Stutzman, will replace Jake Helwig. Stutzman, the switch hitter for the Rogues, the only switch hitter on the team. Batting from the left side with the right-hander Cody Lindsay on the mound. Isola at second, Dela Cruz at first. Stutzman shows bunt, it goes foul. 0-1. Stutzman from Twin Falls, Idaho. Attends University of Oregon in his free time. 5'11" switch hitter steps back into the left-tee batter's box. Isola at second. Stutzman will actually take a step out, readjust his elbow guard. Now steps back in. 2 on, nobody out for the Rogues in the top of the 8th. They lead 11-6. Here's the 0-1. Stutzman shows bunt again. That one's, again, bunted foul. Count now 0-2. Stutzman showing bunt again. This time he gets it down. The throw is only going to be at first. It's in time to beat Stutzman by a step. Stutzman bunting with 2 outs, gets it, or rather with 2 strikes, gets it done. Isola over to third, Dela Cruz over to second. It's the first out of the inning. And Conor Lowery, who is 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored, steps into the batter's box. First pitch to Lowry, catches the inner half of the plate, strike 1. Isola at third, Dela Cruz at second, 1 out in the top of the 8th. The 0-1 curveball that just misses the inner half. Evens the count, 1-1. That one swung on and missed for strike 2. Next one misses outside. Evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 hit sharply under the third baseman's glove. Alex Isola comes home. Conor Lowery delivers the RBI single. Rogues have doubled up the Potters here in the 8th. 12-6 the score now. Ball snuck just under the third baseman Charles Middleton's glove. Conor Lowery delivers. Alex Isola comes home. Runners on the corners. Dela Cruz at third, Lowry at first for Josh Berman. Berman's big hit came back in the second inning, a 2-run home run. First pitch to Berman misses outside, ball 1. Berman also singled in the 4th and was hit by a pitch in the 6th. He's 2 for 2. Berman gets the sign from Josh Hogan, the third base coach. Berman, the right-handed batter, waits on the 1-0. That one hit well and high in the air to left field. It's going to be playable. The left fielder, Austin Swift, makes the catch. However, it's deep enough to score Johnny Dela Cruz. An RBI sac fly for Josh Berman, and the score is now 13-6. Rogues fans, we are auctioning off all of our themed jerseys. We are displaying them on the live stream for you. If you like what you see, check in the box below in the description. We have links to the 3 different auctions that we're having for our Military Night, Christmas in July, and Bacon Night jerseys. Runner on first for Caleb Smith, 2 outs. Fastball misses high, ball 1. The 1-0 misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. Conor Lowery over there at first. Caleb Smith waits on the 2-0 from Cody Lindsay. The pitch home. Misses high. Ball 3. Was a battle early on. The Rogues have broken things open here in the 6th, 7th, and 8th innings. That one misses low for ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Caleb Smith will move Conor Lowery over to second base and turn the lineup over for Clay Valenzuela Reese.
Hey, Potter fans, we're having a special on the pizza right now. $2 Old Town Pizza down there at the Snow Cone booth in between the home plate and first base pavilions. $2 pizza while supplies last.
So 2 outs, 2 on for Clay Valenzuela Reese. Valenzuela Reese had an RBI single back in the 7th. He smacks that one to left center field. It is playable. Austin Swift is there and makes the grab for the final out. 2 more come home for the Rogues. They lead 13-6. We head to the bottom of the 8th. The Potters down to their final 6 outs. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Charles Middleton, the third baseman, leading things off for the Potters in the bottom of the 8th. Rogues lead 13-6. The first pitch by Aaron Hutchinson misses outside, ball 1. Next one delivered by Hutch, fouled down the third base line. Evens the count 1-1 to Charles Middleton. Rogues busting things open in the late innings. Scored 4 in the 6th, 3 in the 7th, 2 more in the 8th. They now lead 13-6. That one chopped to the net. Hutch ahead, 1-2. The 1-2 hit foul off the first base side. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. That one swung on and missed. Strike 3.
And that brings up to bat our left fielder from Toronto, Canada, Austin Swift.
So Hutchinson looking sharp, working his 3rd inning of relief. Austin Swift, who has singled and scored twice, steps up to the plate. Hutch winds and deals. Misses just low for ball 1. The 1-0 misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes to Austin Swift. Swift, the home run derby champion at this year's All-Star game. Hasn't had a ball leave the infield yet today. Here's the 2-0. That one in there for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 8th, Rogues lead 13-6. That one swung on and missed. Strike 2. That one fouled back into the netting. Count remains 2-2. So there is a defensive replacement out there in right field. I can't tell who that is behind the netting. Here's the 2-2 at the plate, though. That one misses low for ball 3. Braden Stutzman pinch hit for Jake Helwig. Back in the 8th inning. Full count to Austin Swift. 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Hutch winds, deals. That one hit high in the air to left field. Stutzman is over there and left. Makes the grab. Caleb Smith moves over to right field. So Caleb Smith in right, Braden Stutzman makes the play in left. Conor Lowery still at center. Berman, Dela, Cruz, Hannah, and Berman, Valenzuela, Reese, Hannah, and Dela Cruz rounds out the infield. 2 outs, nobody on for Braden DeBenedictis. First pitch to DeBenedictis, misses outside, ball 1. The 1-0 misses high, evens the count. Rather, the count now 2-0. The right-handed hitting DeBenedictis takes a 2-0 pitch outside, so 3 balls and no strikes to DeBenedictis. 13-6, the Rogues lead in the bottom of the 8th inning. That one a flare into shallow left field. Dela Cruz, who is playing back, is there to make the grab on the fly for the final out. 1, 2, 3, go the Potters in the 8th. We head to the 9th. Rogues lead by 7. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. New pitcher on the mound for the Potters, Cameron Castaneda. On the mound for the Potters, Castaneda from San Jose, California, attends Ohlone College in his free time. Jaden Hanna leading things off for the Rogues in the top of the 9th. They lead 13-6. 2, 3, 4 for the Rogues. Jaden Hanna, Eric Yang, and Alex Isola. Quick conversation between Cameron Castaneda and the catcher Mason Allen. We're all set. Hanna, the left-handed batter, steps into the box. Hanna singled in the 3rd, walked and scored in the 6th. He's 1 for 4. That one misses inside for ball 1. Offensive explosion for the Rogues here in the late innings. That one misses away for ball 2. Rogues scored 4 in the 6th, 3 in the 7th, 2 more in the 8th. 13 runs on 15 hits. 6 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for the Potters. 2 balls, no strikes to Jaden Hanna, the leadoff man in the inning. Here's the 2-0. Smacked right at the first baseman. DeBenedictis is there. He'll take it to the bag himself for the first out of the inning. So 1 down, and that will bring up Eric Yang. Yang batting a robust .416 on the season. He's 1 for 3, had that 2 RBI single back in the 6th inning. Also walked twice today. Nobody on for Eric Yang. 1 out here in the 9th inning. Remember, Rogue Nation, we will be back tomorrow morning, 9:35 a.m. Wake up with the Rogues. First pitch is outside to Eric Yang. Rogues making up a rained-out game. Earlier in the season, we'll be playing at 9:35 a.m. tomorrow morning and then 7:05 p.m. later on. That one catches the inner half. 1 ball and 1 strike. A hush has fallen over the crowd as we await the 1-1 pitch from Eric Yang. Off speed, misses high. 2 balls and 1 strike to Eric Yang. 1 out, nobody on. Rogues lead 13-6 in the top of the 9th inning. That one hit well but foul down the first base line into the Potters bullpen. Count is even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Waiting on deck, Alex Isola.
Yeah, so the way it works is head down there's about 12 to 14 teams depending on how many people there are. And then each team is managed by either a big league scout or a minor league scout. And it's just a free-for-all.
That one a shot up the middle by a diving Jake Boyd into right center field. Base hit for Eric Yang. Second one of the day. And that will bring up Alex Isola.
So what's the success rate of those type of players? Do a lot of players...
Isola, 2 for 5. An RBI and a run scored tonight. Cameron Castaneda gets the sign. The pitch home. Curveball. Isola swings over the top of it. 0-1 the count.
Connor's just looking to get this game probably wrapped up and look to take 2 out of 2 tomorrow.
Yang at first. Here's the 0-1 to Alex Isola with 1 out in the top of the 9th inning. The pitch home. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2. Isola, native here of Lincoln, California. But we are very happy to have him up in Medford. Cameron Castaneda comes set. The 0-2. Hit high in the air. Shallow. Going back as a second baseman, Jake Boyd, he will make the catch in shallow right center field for the second out of the inning. So 2 down, Eric Yang still at first, and that will bring up Johnny Dela Cruz. The first pitch to Johnny De La Cruz. Check swing, he went around, says the home plate umpire. Strike 1. De La Cruz got the scoring started for the Rogues all the way back in the 2nd inning, a leadoff home run over the left center field wall. He then singled and scored in the 8th inning. Last reminder, Rogue Nation, the secret code word for tonight, home run. Message us on Facebook, home run, for your chance to win 2 free tickets to any one of the 3 remaining home games at Harry and David Field. The 1-1 misses in the dirt. Yang takes off for second. The throw was thrown by Mason Allen, and no one was even there. Jake Boyd tried to make a play on that, but he couldn't. The ball sails into center field. Eric Yang has himself a stolen base. Count is 2-1 to Johnny De La Cruz. Castaneda comes home on the 2-1. Misses inside for 3 balls and 1 strike to Johnny De La Cruz. 2 outs, runner on second, that's Eric Yang. He singled earlier in the inning, stole second. Here's the 3-1 to Johnny De La Cruz. Misses outside for ball 4. So that will bring up Braden Stutzman. Stutzman pinch hit for Jake Helwig back in the 8th inning. Laid down a sacrifice bunt to move Isola and Dela Cruz over. Two outs, runner on first and second for Stutzman. First pitch swinging, fouls it back and out of play. 0-1 to the man from Twin Falls, Idaho. That one misses low, evens the count 1-1. The 1-1 called strike at the knees. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Braden Stutzman. Eric Yang over there at second. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Rogues lead 13-6. Looking ahead to tomorrow morning, 9:35 a.m. I hope you join us right here on MedfordRogues.com. Grab your breakfast, grab a cup of coffee, and throw on the Rogues. Curveball called, strike 3 on the outer edge. So we head to the final frame. 3 outs remain between the Rogues and a Game 1 victory. Stick around. We'll be right back. Rogues lead 13-6 in the bottom of the 9th. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com. First pitch swinging by the pitcher, Cameron Castaneda, a short one. Jaden Hanna makes a great charging play, throws over to first in time to get him. Jaden Hanna charging hard on that ball. He was almost level with the mound when he finally picked it up. Flipped it over to Dela Cruz in time for the first out of the bottom of the 9th.
And that brings up to bat number 37.
And that will bring up another pinch hitter for the Potters. We have some fans for number 37, Blake Hearn. Fouls that one back into the Potters dugout. 0-1 to Blake Hearn. Aaron Hutchinson back on the mound, his 4th inning of relief. Here's the 0-1. That one chopped in the air to second base. Hannah charging hard again. Another throw. Going to be an in time again to get him. Almost an identical play by Jaden Hannah. Flips it over in time to get the runner, Blake Hearn. Potters down to their final out. And that will bring up another pinch hitter. Joey Torres going to pinch hit for Zach Hoffman. Torres from Rockland, California, 6'4" right-hander, plays for William Jessup University. 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. Nobody on. The first pitch in there for a strike. That one swung on and missed. Strike 2. The 0-2 misses low. Ball 1. The 1-2 hit foul up and over the netting. 13-6 the score. Rogues on top. They scored 9 in the final 4 frames rather. The 1-2 catches the inside corner, first strike 3. Aaron Hutchinson, 4 scoreless innings in relief. The Rogues win 13-6. Final line for both teams, 13 runs, 16 hits for the Rogues, 6 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for the Potters. Dylan Pierce picks up the W. He went the minimum required 5 innings, struck out 5 in those 5 innings. It's his 5th win of the year. Pierce moves to 5-0. Again, your Rogues win 13-6. They take game 1 against the Lincoln Potters. We're back tomorrow morning, 9:35 a.m. first pitch. I hope you wake up with us right here on MedfordRogues.com. I'm Jonathan Kerman. Thank you so much for joining us. Sleep well. Rogue Nation will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Again, your final score, the Rogues take game 1 over the Lincoln Potters, 13-6.
Rogue Nation, thanks for listening to Medford Rogues Baseball. Listen to the Rogues all season long, live on MedfordRogues.com.